Hey, Plano West, this is Mrs. Rich, your librarian, and today I am so excited to tell you about some books I've been reading. I've been reading a lot, so I'm gonna have to stop myself to not just keep talking to make this video short and sweet. But first, I want to share with you how to find all of the books on the Libid list. So in case you didn't know, the Tayshas list is a Texas award, just like Bluebonnet or Lone Star. Maybe you remember those from elementary and middle school. The Tayshas is the high school version of this list. And as we scroll down, being the end of the month, of the most romantic month of the year, February, I decided to start this month by reading Instructions for Dancing, a rom-com by Nicola Yoon. All right, I'm excited to tell you about this book because it's probably one of my favorite books I've read this year. Instructions for Dancing is a little bit of Silver Linings Playbook, a little bit of the movie Big, and it's about a girl named Evie who has an encounter with an old woman at the park. And after her encounter, every time she sees somebody kiss, she can see their whole entire relationship. She gets this vision instantly. It just kind of freezes her for the second. And she can see the day they meet, the day they fall in love, and the day their relationship ends. Well, that just casts a huge shadow on her belief in love, especially since her parents are going through a divorce. And heartbroken as she is, she decides that she's never going to fall in love until, well, she meets somebody. She gets invited to join a dance class at a dance studio, and she is so good at it that she's asked to be in the competition, a ballroom dance competition. And lo and behold, the guy she's partnered up with soon changes her heart on falling in love. This is a really fun story. I couldn't put it down. I read it in a day. It was just so fun. So I hope you'll give it a try. Another really fun one is by the husband of that author. His name is David Yoon. And this is a book from last year's Tayshas list that I just feel is worth mentioning. This is called Frankly in Love. It's about a boy named Frankly, and he wants to date a girl that his parents don't approve of because she's Korean and the girl is not. His best friend, who's also Korean, wants to date a guy that her parents don't approve of because he's not Korean. So the two of them, being best friends, come up with a plan to date each other, to fool their parents, and actually go out with the people they really want to go out with. Well, all sorts of shenanigans fall out of that. This is another really funny romantic story. Definitely worth picking up if you're in the mood for something like that. Now, if romance is not your thing right now, maybe a frenemy book would be a better choice. This is a book that I just finished called Influence. This is about some influencers, some Instagram influencers, teenage girls who've become famous on Instagram, and just about all the going on behind the scenes and backstabbing and all kinds of nasty stuff like that until one of them ends up dead. Well, this is a good mystery. It's a good frenemy book, and it's also full of all that Instagram behind the scenes. If that's ever been something you thought would be interesting to know. Finally, another great book that I've read, this one's also on the Tayshas list. This is called The Initial Insult. This one is about two girls who were best friends when they were elementary school, and then one tragic night something bad happens and they become frenemies, and the rest of the story is about revenge. This is one that I couldn't put down. In fact, any Mindy McGinnis book is guaranteed to keep you turning the pages until you finish. So I hope you'll go check some of these out. Let me show you how to find out more when you're on the Tayshas page. When you're on a book list in Libib, you can go to the first letter of the first word on the title of the book. In this case, we're going to go to the letter I. All three of those books that I just talked about start with the letter I, and they all are on the Tayshas list. We'll click on the book Influence, and let's check and see if it's available. Inside the book record, you can click on the Notes tab, and you'll find the link to the library catalog. It'll take you out to the Plano West library page and see if the book is available. Scroll down to the status column where it says Plano West. This book is available. So that's true for any of the books on the list. You just click on the Notes tab and takes you to the catalog link. Come by and see if any of the books that you want are in. You can look at the rest of the list and see if there's something else in there that's interesting to you, and we hope to see you soon.